Hello, chat. Welcome, Twitch. Usually say that I mixed in my normal intro. Welcome in, everyone. Having a little bit of a... For anyone that's not in the Discord, I've just gone through... I've been sort of at least talking it through on Discord. It just went through and cleaned both my PCs. And this one is both not liking life right now. Well, my CPU is only at 25%. I'm really confused what the issue is here. But things are a bit laggy tonight. The browser doesn't want to keep playing music unless I keep the music tab directly open. Yeah. Anyways, welcome in. In. It's one word? No. Two. Hi, Nan Reader. Yeah, the video looks a lot jaggier, a lot rougher than usual, too. Not happy with that. Give me one moment. Let's see if we can do this. Nope. My Stream Deck doesn't want to work. The program's been open, but something is just like real. I mean, like, it doesn't seem like my computer's resources are being used up. It's just really laggy for some reason at the same time. Because the jittery in my video, I believe, is mostly in my computer, not in my cell phone. Hey, Colorful Peanut. Welcome in. Let's just go with it for a little bit here and see how things develop. Gonna be doing Stroganoff tonight. Using up one of the last, or the last, I think, package of beef stew. Meat from our quarter steer, or my quarter steer. Please start working, Stream Deck. Oh, that's a pain in the butt. Well, I guess I'm not using the Stream Deck tonight. How? Bye, Discord. Yeah. Well, thank you, OBS, for only reporting what OBS is doing. Guess I know what I'll be spending my disposable income next month or two on. Welcome in, everyone. Looks like I'm gonna have to upgrade this computer, not just that disk drive. So for anyone that's following the Discord, or for anyone that's not following the Discord, I've just recently gone through and cleaned both my that's a new one. Yeah. It is not happy with this over here, I don't think. It seems to be somewhat happy, though. How? Okay. Things are a little messed back here because I've been working on my computer. Let's see if you work with the other setup. Or have you forgotten those too? Oh, that's gonna be such a pain in the butt. My Stream Deck lost all of its connections. And my phone battery is dead for some reason. I'm just not a happy character tonight. I apologize, folks. Happy to see you all in joining me. Maybe we'll get some fun going on here once we get food going. Okay. Hey, Ozzy. Welcome in. Using the non-following camera because apparently the battery's dead in the other one. Welcome, man. So I'm thinking of utilizing the different output for the VODs. I think I might start playing whatever music I want to play instead of my current setup. Which means anyone watching the stream now would get more mainstream music, or rather, music I want to play, rather than the music that I enjoy off of my current music service. But the VODs wouldn't have music at all. What are we going to start with tonight? What are we going to start with? I think we're going to start with pasta. Pasta! So I'm going to take some double O flour. I'll use AP for dusting. We'll touch olive oil with our salt and pepper. Ooh, that one crumbled. Kept the yolk though. Wow, that one came out clean quick too. Usually the yolks fight a little bit on trying to be removed. Like this one's still got, just barely got its white removed now. Nan Reader, I think you were just a little late in catching that last game. That worked. Oh, thank you for that notice, Stream Raiders. This is still feeling way too dry to me. This is the recipe I normally follow for this, and it usually ends up being a little too dry, so I think I'm going to add another egg in this. That was a quick one. I feel like almost this was a wine almost produced just for, like, Valentine's Day. It's got a very interesting cork to it that's designed so that anyone can open it in any situation, but it's still sort of a cork. Its name is Longevity, and the back is the text on the back is written in the form of a heart. put our eggs back in the fridge. What's left of them? How many do I got left in there? So I'm going to knead this until it loosens up a bit. Ooh, 20 seconds till battle. Battle. Everything by mouse tonight, I guess. This is gonna be rough. 4 versus 32. Or 7 versus 32. Apologies. Knocking them down quick, though. Well, I'll be honest and say that mine probably won't be too authentic, but it will be tasty. Because these are egg noodles that are closer to a Italian pasta than your typical egg noodle. And yeah, we'll be doing a gravy and stuff like that. I'm debating actually using some chicken stock in there actually tonight, but we got a lot of other depth to add into there, so I think we'll be okay with that. And I'm actually going to use a little Marmite in there as well to add a little. You know, we're not going authentic Stroganoff here at all, but the end product should hopefully look pretty damn close. So there's our Stream Raiders battle for tonight. And can't use the Stream Deck tonight. Starting to get pretty smooth here, at least on the outside, but on the inside I'm still tearing it pretty good. Computer seems to be overcoming some of its battles here. Yeah. It's still up there though. I'm big on kneading for the most part. And in most cases, the more kneading you do, the better the product ends up. What you're doing here when you're kneading dough is you're taking those gluten proteins, which are in the form of a coil or sort of like a ball of yarn sort of a setup, and you're essentially forcing them to uncoil and turn into strands, which then gives you your structure and strength that allows it to trap air bubbles and other lovely things. Alright, so we're going to sit with that for right now. We're going to let that rest. Trying to get out from underneath. Oh wow, the camera's way forward this way too. Okay. Prepping the rest of our goodies for tonight. We got mushrooms. I got an onion. Actually, let's get those out of the way. I guess we'll just take the stems out. Yeah, especially since they're coming out that easy on some of them that's just basically you touch them and they're falling off. Though we have close to closed veils, that's good. It's like cutting foam. Okay, next steps here. I think it's gonna be getting going. Get the beef out of the fridge. Rinse out this old bowl and use this to season my meat. Wasn't perfect, but it was just from the dough earlier. Ain't gonna hurt the beef. Trash should be effective. So for our beef, we're gonna drain the blood off of this. So there is some in the bottom of that bowl. Liam Perkins. Got a new bottle. Got a big bottle. Make sure these are all broken up into our individual pieces that we're going to be cooking them with. It's on the big side, but that's definitely on the big side. Come on, team, work for me. I'm gonna have to break out a protein board. Those need a little chopping. Like, that I'm even okay with. That I'm okay with. That's two pieces there. That's at least two pieces right there. Tempted to turn that into more, but we'll leave it like that. This one's the one that... This one here. Two. Okay, back to the bowl. Okay, back to this. Salt. Pepper. Add a bit more Liam Perkins than probably mostly washed off at the last. Dirty hand, clean hand. Hey, Trinico. Welcome in. How you doing tonight? Got 6 minutes left on this Stream Raiders battle. I'm doing pretty good tonight. I'm doing a lot better now that I'm cooking and not dealing with computer hassles. Long story short, I've spent in the last 48 hours cleaning out the streaming PC and taking a hard drive out that I had essentially filled. It was upwards of 85-90%, which is full for a hard drive. Maybe then it's a little bit past full for a hard drive. And I was going to replace that with another one that I had bought and well ahead of time, ready to go. And it doesn't work. And I tried it in multiple cables, multiple ports, multiple setups. Took it and hooked it up to another entire different computer. It still doesn't work, so gonna have to. I'm working off of a USB 3 little portable hard drive right now for storing my streams, and I've got another hard drive coming to me on Saturday, so hopefully that'll work. But tonight was definitely an issue. I'm definitely gonna think I'm gonna take the leap here and do some minor upgrades to this system. I think we might be ditching the hard drive or the motherboard and RAM and CPU for something not outrageous, but I mean for streaming. The BIOS on this current motherboard hasn't been updated since 2012 and is designed for XP and Vista. A little flour on there. We're doing Stroganoff tonight. It's not a heavy coating of flour, just enough to sort of stick on whatever was left in the bowl and dry them up a little bit. And that's going to help with our sauce later on. And it's going to help with browning them. So high flame on our pan back here. New bottle of organic sunflower oil. Might even need more for with mushrooms later on. We're going to start with our beef. Searing this off with individual pieces. Last minute for Stream Raiders. Give me a moment here to close the bedroom door. turn the heat down on this pan so we do our Stream Raiders. Just keeping it warm until we're ready to go. They're all messed up. Hey Maz, welcome in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend some time working on this Stream Deck now. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time working on this computer here. Let's see here. Can I get everyone? Can't quite get everyone in. It's good. We got sort of two groups going on here. We got a main group and a sort of side group here. No, it's more the side group and I guess there's a few of us still there. Even number now. We're tied. Are you gonna take him out? Uh-oh, they keep replicating. I don't know if those archers are gonna kill that saloon before we get another couple mobs out of it or not. Uh-oh. They're all we got. Oh no. We're gonna lose. Boo. That's 2 in a row, and we had a decent build up there. I think I'm gonna go for a rogue this time, and we'll go for the other side here first. I don't know. Boo. So we still got somewhat of a flame here. I'm gonna turn that way up. That pan is now on the edge of me not wanting to hold on to it with my bare hand. Wait until we get a little bit of smoke going. This is sunflower oil again, so that means we're up around 500, which, once we're smoking, compared to, say, olive oil, which is more like 350. Still not smoking. Now I'm starting to get some light whiffs of smoke there. I wouldn't say that's smoking yet, but technically it is. Take my small little saucepan here, put that off to the side. That's where I'll put the meat after it's done cooking, after it's done searing. Hey, Blazing Tree, how you been? Going good so far. Unfortunately, my good camera is out of commission at the moment. Hopefully it's trying to charge. But doing a little beef frying action. How can that not be fun? What you been up to lately? What's the newest craft to the bunch? See how this other phone is doing here. Or if this one wants to work at all for me tonight. Well, at least it's powering back on. I can't see how much of a charge it's got on it. Oh, we're doing pretty good there. And we're still charging, so let's see if we can't switch back to this camera here. There we go. That's a little better. But yeah, we're going to have to do something about this. It may be that the US problems I may be having tonight is that the USB use may be dragging it down more than it used to be with the direct connection of a SCSI drive in there before. Alpine trees. That's interesting. What do you use for white on your trees? Do you still do them in green and then add white? For anyone questioning what the heck he's talking about, Blazing Tree Terrain does miniature terrains and such things, and so he's talking about working on making some alpine snow-themed trees for his miniatures projects. Or, I don't know if miniatures is the right... I don't think of it as miniature, but small scale. Yeah, I pushed it down a little too far when I was playing with it earlier. I wasn't sure if it was a thing like Army Green. That just happened the last couple of weeks here. I got myself, thanks to the holidays, got the motion part to it on the holidays, and just recently got my new phone, so previous phone is new camera. And there's still some bugs to be had with it, but like today, it didn't charge apparently and was dead, and cut out on me. And it's already charged up to 80% since then. So we'll see. I enjoy that it follows me around, though. It means you can now see my still messy, but storage rack over here. If it's going to turn, that's about the max it turns. So you can see a little bit of it there. Occasionally it tries to show you the art out that way, but we'll cut the heat here. Not worried about cooking them all the way through. You can see obviously some of these are still rare in the center, just with a heavy sear on the outside. Look at that. All that oil disappeared. For anyone that was watching on, I think it was Monday, I set these up. This is our preserved lemons from Monday. And give these a shake up and a stir every now and then. Once or twice a day. And once they've been out here for 3-4 weeks, we're going to throw them in the fridge. Those are all from Backyard Lemons. Next in here, we're going to be doing our veggies for our dish. Start in with our garlic. And with our onion in. I thought I got rid of the cores there, but apparently some of them are still attached. And once that gets going, we're going to pull both of those out, and then we're going to do the mushrooms just by themselves. Then we'll put everything back in the pan, and we'll start building other flavors in there, like our chicken stock, which is untraditional, but is going to add some nice depth of flavor to the dish, instead of just adding water in there. And then I'm going to add a bunch of darker, savourier elements, such as some Marmite, some more Leah Perkins, things like that in there to give us a lot more depth, along with our beef. And we'll let that simmer together while we finish our pasta, or I finish my pasta. Hey, Stinky. How's Seattle treating you? Done with the coffee, so I think that means it's time for wine. Right? You all go straight from coffee to wine, right? So this is the new twist-off cork. I've not seen this before. Hey, cooking girl. I think we're good here with our onions and garlic. We'll add that in with our meat. More oil, since mushrooms love oil. Aw, sorry to hear that, cooking girl. Hopefully a mild case that just sort of locked you down for a while. Yeah, we've had a couple of food and drink streamers I've heard of losing their flavor buds during this project or conundrum. Do about half of these. Don't want to completely overload this pan. We're back to having a light smoke there. And then, yeah, to get the brown color with our mushrooms, we're gonna use high heat and practically fry these. Salt in the pan. Let's turn that fan on high now. Yeah, that'll do that too. It's so weird. Like, textures that, when you lose your sense of taste, the textures that just completely change. Here's hoping that you can still eat applesauce. Still just sort of light brown. They've all sort of shrunk like half in size by now, though. Cooking those basically as hot as that flame will let me go. We're starting to get a little bit of a brown hue on some of them, but we're not quite browning, in my opinion. That is a lot of A's in that word. That's a... Oh, I know what that is. I know that word. Even if it's... I can promise you it's a word you have heard of. Now we're getting some browning going on here. Now we're getting some browning. In fact, I'll even go so far to say that I'll bet that you have even ate them. I'll even go so far to say that. Actually, I don't know how far we can go beyond that without just giving it away. Nice. Nice brown mushrooms, that's what we're after. Actually, we're going to add a... No, I think we're okay with that amount of oil in here. You see the difference in size after cooking. Nose just soaked that oil up. Look at that. That pan looks bare dry in places. I'm gonna pour myself a glass of wine. Last 4 minutes until our next Stream Raiders battle. Need some support. We haven't won this one yet. Tonight's wine I do not have exceptional hopes for, but I'm giving it a shot. For its price especially. We have Longevity from California to 2018 Cabernet Sauvignon with a big love of hearts going on here. That is very plain. Not much of a nose to it at all. And what's the alcohol in that? Like, I'm not even getting that much of an alcohol bite on it. 13.5. It's a slightly alcoholic purple water. You see, reviews like this is how you know that I'm not getting paid to talk about the wine. Starting to get there with this second batch. Second batch seems to be going along a little quicker than the first. So instead of taking out those mushrooms, I'm going to add everything else back in. We'll add a little of our vino in there. We're gonna add our chicken stock in there in lieu of having proper beef stock or anything else along that line. We'll use chicken. So it'll be about 3 cups of chicken stock in there. It's 24 ounces that I do the bags to. Battle. Pinones. I would guess that is a Spanish dish. Or a Spanish item. I do not know off the top of my head. And I don't have my dictionary open. But if you Google it, I'm sure you'll find an easy answer to that. They're all relatively culinary related, at least loosely. And yeah. Many different languages, though. I think we got it. Took us 3 tries, but I think we got it. Nice. Victory. Victory. Trammed getting the kills. SoCal getting the assists. Thank you, thank you. SoCal Ozzy and Blazing Trey Terrain. No, it's not a terrain. Terrain. Getting the rewards. Thank you, fellas. Come on. Let's go. Working our way towards that green chest. Might make it there tonight. I'm gonna put my Centurion out there, and I'm going top down. Rogues are gonna go after these, which will be nice. But if you put the rogues next to me, they'll go even faster over there. I will promise you that if you put your rogues in this circle area here, they will still get to these faster than rogues placed right on this line. back to the pot. All right. Now to doing pasta. We'll let that simmer on the stove here. And just get all yummy. I'll add some more flavoring in there, and then I'll add some thickening in there a bit later too. But for now, we're going to do part 2 of pasta. Which means I need the pasta machine. Hi there. Okay. And I'm going to go for some thicker noodles tonight, so I think I'm just going to roll this out to begin with. All the way up on the widest setting. Give this a quick roll to make it thin enough to go through the machine initially. Very happy with how this dough turned out with the extra egg in there tonight. That's going to work nicely here once we get that rolling through the machine. On the edge of being too thick still. Not on the edge, it is too thick still. I think that's enough of a sweat. Thank you for that follow. How you doing tonight, young blood? Might as well silence those. Getting close here. Getting close here. Since I needed it earlier. I don't know why I change my tense all the time when I'm talking on stream. But since I needed it so much before, it's working much smoother through here. And we're only going to have to fold this through a couple more times in order to get it all nice and smooth and all in the same direction. But each time you get a bit smoother, you can see some of the roughness still from the dry outside of that, but we're working most of that out now. Let's take a look at how things are looking back here. Make sure we don't get any stickage. Oh no, we're beautiful. Let that bubble away. It's a little bit hot, but not outrageous. And I'm going to be right back, one moment. Oops. Come here, camera. Over here, camera. Over here. Over here. Okay. Pasta rolling once again. Okay, now I'm going to start scaling it down. It's mostly smoothed out. Excuse me. I need a rehydrate break. I should probably do a proper rehydrate break. Cheers, folks. The size down to size 2 now from 1. I'm gonna get some water going for this. Apologize that. Is that bad on the earphones? Let me know, folks. Does the water drive you guys nuts? Does it drive you folks nuts? I'm not exceptionally a fan of it myself. But I only get it in one ear. Once we get up past the bottom of the pasta pot or the pasta strainer, it'll quiet down considerably. I'm gonna crack the window here tonight because I am on split. Don't even have the oven going tonight. Washing my hands separate from the pasta pot, in case anyone's curious. Yeah, that is some non-offensive wine right there. I mean, I think it probably hits directly into their marketing too. Like, this is not going to offend anyone. That just be, you know, it's simple, it's plain, it'll do the job. Got another inch to go. Okay, back to pasta. Back to pasta. I think I'm only going to go one further than this. This is size 4, which is the size I use for cutting the almost like spaghetti or fettuccine. Really, it's a little finer than spaghetti, but it's also a square too. But the fine cutter here, I'm going to go even larger than a wide cutter tonight, so on to number 5. If it wants to catch, please catch. There we go. Nice big thick noodles for tonight. Thick, wide. 7 minutes to get units on the battlefield. Just enough time to get 2 more on there. Take a look at what we got going on back here. We lost our boil there, which wasn't really my intent, so I'm going to turn this up a bit more. I wanted it to be simmering or at least lightly bubbling, but I didn't want it like at a roaring boil, which is what we had before. Hit that with a pinch more salt because I didn't salt the peppers or garlic, or the onion or garlic, and I didn't salt the stock. So definitely need some more salt in there, and we're going to need more salt even so with the pasta once it's in there. Once that comes up to a bubble here again, we're going to start modifying things here. I can get rid of the pasta machine until then, though, if it wants to work. Fix 2 things here. One, hi there. Hopefully you're still charging nicely. You're certainly feeling warm. I might have to put a fan on that. Store my pasta machine right next to my N95 mask. N90, N95? Alright, we got that loveliness going on there. We're going to add, that'll work nicely for this, as will this. We'll add a touch of molasses, which I'm not really wanting to add a ton of sweet here. It's more for all the molasses flavors here. All those deep, dark umami flavors. Like Marmite will give you. You know, this seemed much liquidier when I got it. It may have been that there's just more oil at the top of it. One of the major reasons that I was thinking that I liked Vegemite more over Marmite was the Marmite was so thinner. I mean, it's still not thin, but it was, you know, considerably thinner. What else are we throwing in here? A bit more Liam Perkins. and some MSG. I'm just realizing my music is not playing. And we have the same problem again. They changed their website? That's just giving me another reason to change my music setup. But I'm going to put that up in Discord if everyone's interested in having their voice be said about music options. Please, I'm actually thinking might set up a channel and let everyone throw out their favorite music, and we'll just play cool stuff that everyone loves. Because I can now cut it out of my VODs and not have to worry about DMCA. Also, with the computer stuff, yeah, I'm gonna have to change things with this, and so we might be rescheduling a couple dates in the upcoming future here to give me a bit more space and time to actually revamp the streaming PC. That also may become a dono-go goal here. Supporting the computer upgrades. Because it started coming half unexpected. Like, things have been going smoothly, and then I filled up that hard drive, and yeah. It might be partly that it's having to use USB 3 to write to the drive now, which it didn't used to. Which is probably software issues. It's probably exactly what it is. But it also could be that the drive that I had in there, I don't remember what settings I had, but I could have been using sort of that drive as some of extended RAM. We'll see if things get a lot smoother on... I'm supposed to get my next hard drive, I think, on Tuesday. And so Tuesday, I can just throw it in real quick. It wouldn't be a problem if it came in on Tuesday. I'd be fine to stream on Wednesday with it in there. We'll see if things are smoother on Wednesday. If things are not smoother on Wednesday, we might be doing some minor upgrades to, or low-level upgrades to the streaming PC. Streamers! Time to go to war. Think we got it. I think we got it. Victory. Even though it didn't play us our victory music. Victory! Come on. Work program. Work computer. Woohoo! Colorful Peanut getting them kills. Blazing Tree Terrain getting the assists. And they're also granted the spoils. Congratulations. Come on. Work. a good one, Colorful Peanut. Thanks for stopping in. There we go. Oh, jeez, this is just going so slow. I literally cannot. It doesn't work. I saw it go dark that time, and it still didn't work. My music stopped again. Put my rogue out there. See what we get here in 30 minutes. See if we can't start music again. If this, website wants to actually load. Okay, now that we got all that loveliness mixed in there, I am going to thicken this sauce a little bit. We're still going to thin it out, but I'm going to add a bit of a starch slurry in there. And you want cold water for your slurries. Barely above the height of the starch there. Let's see, this is a little bit too much water. Still settling at the bottom. Make sure we get all that around the rim. Want to make sure that falls in the sink and not on our pasta and half a dozen other things. Okay. So I'm gonna mix that in. Which immediately turns the sauce much more glossy. And it's gonna thicken it up as it comes back to a boil. And hey, my music stopped yet again. Isn't that awesome? Waiting on our water to come to a boil for cooking our pasta. We're almost there. We're at a light boil. It's boiling around the inside of the jacket. Take the moment here and cut some chives. As soon as I figure out where I hid them. Getting close on that bubbling for our pasta. And we're going to turn up the heat on this a bit more. Almost there on our boiling water. Don't really have a good option there for salt that's already out. Add a bit of salt to our water. Oh, how lovely. So it isn't the USB causing us issues, it's probably the lack of the hard drive that I had before, because I'm not recording tonight. So I gotta remember to download the VOD now because I don't have an original. I think I'm going to go in with our pasta now. And I'm going to do all of it. Including that piece that I just dropped on the floor. Because it's going in boiling water. Starting to get there. The pasta's definitely cooking. A couple of it's coming up to the top there, you can see now. I'm gonna cut the heat on the beef now. The longer you cook this, the better. This is one of those, you could do this after searing it like I did. Throw it in your slow cooker. I mean, I wish most people had a slow cooker that isn't going to bring everything to a complete boil, but you could throw this dish in a slow cooker after you sear it, come back to it in the evening and just boil the pasta, toss it together, and good time. And the longer you take cooking that meat, the tenderer it is. Did want to give those slightly longer because they are such a larger noodle, but those are most certainly cooked now, so I'm turning the heat off now. And we're going to drain those straight into our beef. Give them a good shake and get most of the pasta liquid out of there. Get rid of our pasta water. Since that is a major heat sink in the house, or heat causer in the house, well, excuse you, drain. We're going to give this a toss. Make sure my tongs are sanitary for plating dinner here. We got 17 minutes until the next Stream Raiders battle, but I don't know if we're gonna make it there tonight. It's gonna be rough. There we go. There we have Stroganoff. Well, at least tonight's Stroganoff. Again, this is not traditional. This is just yummy. The sour cream's gonna melt and give us some lovely creaminess to our sauce that we already have built, sitting there on the stove with all their loveliness. Still got all that going on there. For anyone that hasn't been hanging out and just joining in now, there's the rest of our stroganoff with our thick cut pasta and our slightly thickened sauce. It could be a thicker sauce. I didn't want to over thicken it though. Let's get some photos of this deliciousness. I'm meh about this wine. It has not excited me whatsoever. I think there's better wines for its price point. More exciting wines. Let's see here. We've got roasts coming up here on Sunday, and I've got a bone-in or a rib bone steak for Monday. So that's what's coming up here. I think I'm going to finish this last battle of Stream Raiders off line here, but I can definitely try this before we go. We have anyone wanting to guide the raid tonight? We have any suggestions where to head? That is just yummy. Nice fresh made homemade pasta. Beefiness and sour cream. I mean, how can you go wrong? Tender beef that we cooked for at least an hour or two. I'm giving a refresh to my channels here, see if there's anyone to hand you off to. Though, to be honest, if we don't have a suggestion, probably going to just shut things these days because it is quite pleasant to just be able to enjoy dinner and not have this expectation to roll the crowd into the next show. Thank you, Darth. It is quite yummy. Yep, just before the raid here tonight. Got 9 more minutes on that last Stream Raiders battle. I don't think we got time for that. Yep. So I think I'm going to call it right there, folks. I appreciate you joining me tonight. I'm going to be doing a beef tip roast, about a 3.5, 4 pound hunk of beef. I'm going to be roasting that on Sunday with all the fixins. On Monday, I've got a rib steak, the last of our rib steaks. Maybe called a ribeye, depending on who you talk to, but let's call it a rib steak. And so, thank you all for joining in tonight. I hope to see you coming back for the weekend, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you. Good night.